YouTube. It's been a very long time since I last filmed. And believe it or not, I've filmed several videos in between this since the last year and a half probably that I uploaded. And I even took this same deck to a regional a few months back. Took 12th out of like 460 something people. And today it was my first time really playing again in a while. So I went to the biggest locals I could find. I took a deck I knew since I hadn't played in so long, and wound up going 6-0 undefeated. First matchup was against Kashtira Snake Eyes, 2-0'd him. Second match was against, pretty sure, pure Runick. I never let him get started, so I never found out. 2-0'd him. Round 3, I believe, was a mirror match with Kashtira, and won the dice roll. I only won the dice roll twice today, but I did win it when it mattered, and I wound up winning the mirror match and 2-1. And then after that, I had, let's see, next person I played against was oh yeah, he was using Chimera. I beat him 2-0. And then fifth round, I played against Runick Bestial. It was tough because the man sure loved to slow play, but I was able to beat him in time, and I was gonna beat him anyways. Like, I had the Red Eyes Dragon on the field, and he had like 400 life points, so he was pretty much done. And then last round, I played against Tempai. I wound up 2-0ing them as well. So 6-0 for the day, 41 or 42 players, I believe. Very satisfied with the results. So let's get into the fucking deck profile already. So, 40 cards. I pretty much copy and pasted this from the Los Angeles list that won a regional a few weeks back with 1,300 players. So I tried a few things differently than I normally do, like playing 2 Prosperity and 2 Theosis, and wound up working out. I only made a few small changes in the main deck, and you'll see. So, as always, for pure Kashtira, you got your 3 Unicorn, you got your 3 Fenrir. He'll probably get limited eventually, and then this deck will probably be dead. Got 3 Rise Heart, fantastic card. Not playing the Baguska combo today, but I never sided one of these out today. And then this guy, for beating up on those Chaos Angels when you're about to lose to a Towers monster. So then, that's our 10 regular monsters. That's all you need. Don't need Ogre. Although at the regional, I did use him, and he wound up doing pretty well. 3 Dimension Shifter for hand traps. 3 Ash for the hand traps. Didn't draw Shifter too much today. And then 3 Ghost Mourner. 3 Effect Veiler, and the 3 Imperm. So for a total of 15 hand traps, 9 of them are effect negations. That was the only difference between my list and that guy's list who won the Los Angeles Regional, is he used 2 of these by taking out a Veiler and a Ghost Mourner. I just took these out to put in the extra effect Veiler because it's not once per turn. And the Ghost Mourner is really good too. Great against Tempai, for example. So 15 hand traps, pretty satisfactory. If I had to play more, maybe a nib. Yup. Background. you hear my buddy in the background. For the spells. No surprise. 3 Race Off, 1 Terraforming. 3 Birth, best card in the deck, is pretty obnoxious. 2 Theosis, I normally play 3, but I'm starting to, in formats where everything is as quick and as consistent as it is, I'm starting to realize that sometimes too much engine really is a bad thing. And with that being said, I was kind of against this, but I tried it today and I did not miss it. Pot of Prosperity to 2 instead of 3 today. Seemed to work out pretty good. Especially since I was able to go into the Decode Heat Soul package a lot more often when you don't open 2 Prosperities in one hand. But either way, didn't open it once, but I didn't really need it. Didn't break too much today, surprisingly. 2 Talents, Never play 3 in your main deck unless you're playing 60 cards. Biggest flex spot didn't come up at all today. It could have, but I just chose not to use it. Didn't need it. Still debating this card. I mean, it's pretty much one of the best 1-0s in the whole fucking game, so you probably should play it, but this is a shifter deck, so I don't know. And then Rivalry of Warlords sure came in handy against that pure Snake Eyes Kashtira deck I was playing, because he was maining Skill Drain. So my Rivalry bought me some more time until I got pressure planted on the field, and then I was able to use Shangri-La. He got negated, but the field spell sure didn't. So 40 cards. Honestly, no changes I'd make other than maybe Called by the Grave. We'll go into extra deck. For extra deck, we got the Heat Soul package. We got 2 Link Spider. We got this fucking guy. We got the Little Knight. You know, you want to know how someone's a slow player? When you tell them that this does nothing except revive Link Spider and they still decide to read it multiple times because they're trying to eat time off the clock. Gotta love it. But that's why we play Kashtira, because our turn should never take more than like 2 minutes, if a minute. You know what I'm saying? Heat Soul. They should Nibiru before you get here, but once you get here and you get your draw card, they're probably not going to Nibiru you after, which means you can make this guy. Classic. And that's perfect because I did see when I was looking at my opponent's extra deck, who was also playing Kashtira, he was also playing the new Blazing Supreme Dragon that just came out. Might have to test that out as well. Seems pretty good. For the XCs, we got the Gradiel. Didn't come up, but he does come up. We got the Big Eye. Came up, get in the mirror match. Really fucking good card. It's like the only deck you could play it in. This card, he came in clutch once, but unfortunately, one time I banished him off Prosperity. Or actually, no, I banished this off Prosperity and left this thinking it was the Dark Arm, and it wasn't! The Mecha Phantom Beast for the, I should have just put that in with the Heat Soul engine. And then, of course, come on now, Shangri-La. This card was the shit. This is actually the card that I stole with the Big Eye. And then I used my own Big Eye to make Zeus, since Big Eye couldn't attack that turn. But his Shangri-La could in the mirror match. And then, of course, this card, never used it. This card never used it, but it comes up way more. This card never used it. It might come out for an IP Masquerena, but it is kind of nice having a beastly fucking synchro on the board, you know what I'm saying? And for the side deck, this one was way different than the first place deck profile I net decked from. But I mean, it's Kashtira. It's all a net deck at the end of the day. So yeah, lots of back row removal. That's the main difference I made here. 3 Cosmic, 2 Lightning Storm, and a Duster. You know, maximum back row removal. And then here, we'll get technical with it. 3 evenly matched. I used these in the regional a few months back. I took them out because there was still like lots of negation type monster effects, like the Baron, for example. But now the evenly is much more effective with those gone. And yeah, this deck wants its battle phase, but I mean, it really doesn't need it. It's such a simple deck. So yeah, evenly came in clutch today too. Great card. So did Solomon Judgment, if I drew it. But it's a great card. It pretty much makes this deck instant win if you don't play it wrong. And then 2 D-Barrier, and then 1 There Can Be Only One. Didn't come up once today, but I heard it was great for the first place Los Angeles regional deck. If I could make one change, I might take out a Storm and put in 1 more D-Barrier, or like a Trap Trick and such. That deck that was the winning profile also used these cards, but I couldn't fit them in to my deck today. But you know, I didn't really need them. And honestly, D-Barrier didn't even come up. I honestly only use it for Voiceless Voice. But, you know, we'll find a way to get 1 more in there. Either way, first place deck profile. Thank the fucking Lord. It's been forever since I played. And luckily, I didn't get farmed by Snake Eyes too much. So, awesome deck. Hardly bricked. I had the perfect amount of hand traps in my eyes. I played optimally. And I beat some pretty tough decks. So, I'm happy about that. I'm going to try to upload more regularly. All right. Bye!